Welcome, Craig Physical Education students. My name is Mr. Deininger. I'm in my 11th year here at Craig High School teaching physical education. And this year we're going to do something a little bit different. We're going to talk about our philosophy and our policies all at one time with all students so that we all get the same information at the same time. First of all, I'm going to cover a little bit about our physical education philosophies. The Physical Education Department at Janesville High Schools makes every effort to improve the individual fitness level of each student. It is our belief that the mind and body are interdependent. The body must be fit if the mind is going to function at its maximum potential. We believe that good fitness and health habits started at a young age have a better chance of carrying over into adulthood, improving overall health and quality of life. Now, basically, summarizing this, we believe that if you start exercising at a younger age, you're more likely to carry that into your adult life. Realizing that we're probably not going to have too many Olympic athletes here, very small percentage, but that we do realize that if you start exercising at a younger age, that you're more likely to carry that into your adult life. Course objectives. Our course objectives. Students will pass their physical fitness tests, and we're going to talk about that a little bit later, but we'll all be taking fitness testing. Students will practice fair play, sportsmanship, and teamwork every day. We'd like you to be competitive, but we also want you to be good sports. Students will learn the basic fundamentals of each team's sports. You will become familiar with the rules and history. You will increase your fitness level throughout the students will take and pass CBAs in their respective classes. This is information that will also be covered at a later time. All right, moving on to the Physical Education Cougar Code, things that we expect you as students to abide by here at Craig High School. To be respectful, we're going to perform at the best of the abilities. We're going to take care of our equipment, even though a lot of our equipment is not completely up to date. We expect you to take care of what we have. Use attentive listening skills. Respect yourself, especially your teacher and your classmates and the activity area that you're in. We're going to be ready. Be dressed on time in an appropriate activity and in clothes for gym class. Put our gum in the trash. Be in roll call spot on time to check in and to check out. Once again, things that we'll be covering at a later time. Be responsible. Follow all directions given by the teacher or the cadets, and you will learn what cadets are from your instructors. Get equipment out and put equipment away as instructed. Make up any of your absences or non-dresses within the allotted time frame, which is within the current unit that you're in, and report all injuries to your teacher. Thanks for your attention, and you will be meeting the rest of our staff here as we introduce our Cougar policies and procedures.
Welcome back, Craig Cougars. My name is Mr. Storbakken, and I've been teaching 14 years here at the old big Craig High School. We're going to talk to you about locker room conduct. Be on time, be on time, be on time. Did I say be on time? You have 5 minutes to get to the locker room and get to your locker and hustle up. Stay out of the halls. Please stay out of the halls. Keep your wallets, purses, any electronic devices at home or in your school locker. Do not bring them down, please. They may not be there when you get back. Lock up everything. Turn it twice, 3 times. Also, no food, drink in the locker room. We don't want any of that down there. It attracts those little critters. We don't want that. All right, so did I say be on time? Did I say lock your lockers? Did I say hustle up? All right, another thing. At the end of class, all right, we are going to be taking attendance. So you're going to have attendance at the beginning and at the end. Every teacher will give you 7 minutes to go get dressed, come back, check in with your teacher. You need to check in, or otherwise you will be written up. That is a rule we're going to crack down. So make sure you check in at the end of class. All right. Make sure you're on time. Make sure you lock your lockers. Make sure you get out of the hall. All right. We're going to have a great year. It's real common sense, but make sure that you do those things. Look forward to meeting all you children, and we're going to have a great year. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Mr. Traeger. I teach health and physical education here at Craig High School. I've been here about 15 years, and today I'm going to be talking about facility conduct. First of all, make sure that you use the equipment when it's directed by the teacher, and make sure you're using the equipment the way it was meant to be used. We don't want to break up the equipment. With budget crisis all over America, we don't have a ton of money to replace all the equipment, so make sure we're using it the way that we're supposed to be used. Secondly, help put away the equipment at the end of the hour. Make sure we get it put away in the space that it's supposed to be. Usually where you got the equipment from is where you put it away. Please don't just chuck it somewhere or throw it alongside the wall. Make sure we're putting it away where it's supposed to go. In the gyms and in the field house, we don't want any food or drinks like sodas or coffees or things like that, because if they spill, they make a big mess. So keep that stuff out of there. If you want to bring in a water bottle, that's fine. If that spills, it's no big deal. But we really don't want to have the sugary stuff and the coffees and all those kinds of things in the gym, just for, keep stuff from spilling and all that. Purses, backpacks, bags, all that kind of stuff. Leave that stuff locked in your locker. We don't want anything getting stolen. We don't want you to set it down somewhere and then realize you forgot it and someone went through it and stole a cell phone or whatever. So make sure you keep that stuff locked in your locker so that nothing walks away. All right. The next thing I want to talk about. Hang on. Huh? What? Real funny, Deininger. Yeah, I just got a text to remind you guys that we don't need to use cell phones in the gym area. You don't need to have your cell phones with you. Keep these things locked in your locker. They have a habit of walking away if they're just laying around. We as teachers don't want to be responsible for them while you're working out, doing your exercises, doing games, whatever. So keep these locked in the locker room so that they stay safe. Thanks a lot. Send. All right, hey, I hope you have a good year this year. We're looking forward to a great semester.
Hi, everyone. I'm Mark Mullen, one of your health and physical education teachers. This is my 13th year teaching at Craig High School. Today I'm going to talk about the dress attire that's required for all physical education students. Must wear athletic shoes. They need to be laced and tied. You are not allowed to wear open-back shoes or flip-flops or sandals. Shorts need to be of appropriate length with appropriate writing and logos. You cannot wear jeans or cargo pants. Shirts, you must wear t-shirts that have, again, school appropriate, and they must have sleeves unless you go to our school store and purchase one of the sleeveless options there. You are also allowed to wear sweatpants and sweatshirts.
Person is Max. Now, he thinks he's ready to come to Fayette, but he is not completely dressed properly, as you can see by his shirt, where he has no sleeves on, and he is not wearing the proper gym shoes. And he seems a little bit upset by not being able to participate, even though he thinks he's ready for class. This guy is pretty close to being dressed for Fayette. He's got a wrestling shirt on. It's a t-shirt that looks real good. Except, though, he's wearing some cargo shorts. We need to get him some real shorts. And he doesn't have tennis shoes on. He's got his flip-flops, Nike sandals. So we have to get him in some tennis shoes, and he'll be close to being ready. Last example, this is Luke. He's dressed perfect for Fayette. He's got his shirt on, ready to work out. He's got workout shorts on, and he's got his tennis shoes on that are tied and ready to go for gym class.
Next, we're going to talk about what happens if you do not have your uniform or you're not ready to participate in Fayette. It's unacceptable for a student to come to class without proper dress, and it's unacceptable for a student to refuse to participate in an activity. You need to have everyone being involved every day. Both situations will result in a non-dress, non-participation, which results in a 20-point deduction from the student's weekly point total. Students are allowed to make up their first non-participation for each quarter. If the student chooses to make up that first non-dress, the full 20 points will be added back to the student's total grade percentage. All non-dresses after that will result in a loss of 20 points per day.
Hi, I'm Mrs. Wright. I am going on my 20th year at Craig High School. I'm a physical education teacher. I am going to go through today absences and medicals. Grading is based largely on participation. Therefore, it's highly recommended that all excused absences are made up and all your non-dresses are made up. All makeups are done before the unit is over. You have 4 different ways that you can make up. You can get 19 points back if you make up before or after school with your teacher. You get 18 points back if you do a school-sponsored open gym, go to the weight room, things like that. You get 17 points back if you do an out-of-school organized league like YMCA, CYO, and you get 2 of those per semester. And you get 16 points back if you do it at home makeup verified by a parent, and you can only have 2 of those per semester. So those are the 4 ways that you can make up an excused absence, or 1 sit-out per semester. Medicals and parent notes. If you are not feeling well a day, you can have a parent write you a note for 1 day per quarter, no more than that. If you have any health problems that results that you cannot participate for a day and it's more than 1 day, you will have to have a medical excuse from your doctor. However, a dentist, doctor, orthodontist appointment are not medically excused absences. They have to be made up by the end of the unit as well. If you have a medical longer than a week, that will result that you'll have to write a paper, and if and when that occurs, the teacher will give you the guidelines for the paper and how it should be written for that medical. I hope you have a great semester, and we will be seeing you soon.
Hi there. I'm Mr. Adams. I've been teaching in Janesville for 30 years. I've had some of your parents in school, and now I have you. I taught at Craig back in the olden days, then I was teaching middle school for about the last 15 years or so, and now this is my 2nd year back here at Craig. I want to talk to you about grading in physical education and health activities. First of all, as you can see, you get 20 points a day, and we divide that up. 5 points for doing the warm-ups, the stretching routine, the cardio work, the running, the jogging, whatever we choose for the day. You get 5 points for participating in the activity, another 5 for your effort by following class rules, being actively engaged in the activity, and the last 5 points is class conduct. That's sportsmanship. That's how you interact with your other colleagues. Okay, we have a whole bunch of different units for you this year. They're divided up. As you can see, 85% of your points come from your daily participation. The other 15% come from our wonderful CBAs. Those are written exams, written tests, fitness testing, and any other possible paperwork that we might have you do. Okay, the good news. Semester exams. Your final exam is going to be 10% of your semester grade, and it's required for all students. Now, if you earn 70% or higher with all the combined CBAs, and you get a C or better in class, then you do not have to take the semester exam.
That's crazy. Crazy? Crazy generous.
Have a great year. Have a great year.
All right, as a recap of all the information that you've just heard, remember, come dressed appropriately and be on time. Attendance is taken at the beginning and the end of every class period. Show respect to the people who are in your classes. Work to your full potential and ask questions. Be open-minded. As an example of this, we're going to be changing some of our curriculum, and our teachers will be explaining how we're going to do this year. But once again, you'll be in units. 1 day a week will be dedicated to fitness activities and cardiovascular fitness every week. And then on Fridays, we're going to come together and we're going to play intramurals together. All the students in every hour will be in intramural leagues. All right? Turn in your assignments and your excused absences on time. And last but not least, have fun. See you later. We're expecting a great semester.
Here comes the ready or not. Here comes the